Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and I have another box. Yes, I have a book buying problem, as you all know. But who can resist a sale or very cheap books at Book Outlet? So yeah, my box was outside in the rain. I just pulled it out. I did pre-open it. I did not open the box yet. So yeah, and I always forget what I order. So it's always fun to open it up because it always takes like about 2 weeks to get to me after I order. So yeah. So let's see what I got in here. The first thing I always see when I open up this box is a bunch of paper. So here's the paper. We're going to put that on the floor. Okay, so what do I see in here? Okay, the reason I ordered this box is because I wanted to get this book, Truth Witch, by Susan Dennard. The book club on Books Amino is reading this, and I saw it on Book Outlet, and I figured I might as well buy it. So this is why I made an order. So yeah, so this is Truth Witch. I don't know anything about the book. All I know is that Books Amino picked it, and we are reading this. So I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I'm hoping. They were supposed to read it for January, and January's almost over, so I don't know. Okay, so the next book that I see in here is called The Wicked Girls by Alex Marwood. Yeah, so I wanted to try this out. Let me see. I'm going to put my glasses on so I could say what the book is about. Okay, it says, chosen by Stephen King as one of the best books I've read this year. So I'm hoping that this is a thriller. And it says, ingenious and original, delivering a twist of an ending that I never saw coming. In short, a knockout by Laura Lippman. So yeah, so this seems pretty interesting. How well can you know anyone? On a fateful summer morning in 1986, two 11-year-old girls meet for the first time. By the end of the day, they will both be charged with murder. 25 years later, journalist Kirsty is reporting on a series of sickening attacks on young female tourists in a seaside vacation town when her investigation leads her to an interview carnival cleaner Amber Gordon. For Christy and Amber, it's the first time they've seen each other since that dark day so many years ago. Now, with new, vastly different lives and unknowing families to protect, will they really be able to keep their wicked secret hidden? So that seems pretty interesting. So that's this one. Okay, so the next book I see in this box. Now, mind you, I can't see. That's why I'm looking over my glasses. Okay. I only could use the glasses to read my books. So the next book I see in this box is, I think this is book 2 or book 3. And this is another Susan Dennard book. And it's Strange and Ever After. I read book 1. So this is, I think, either 2 or 3. So, yeah, I saw this on there, and I figured I might as well get it because I did like book 1. So that's that one. Okay, so the next one in here is Hurt by Tabitha Sazima. And it looks like this one. I don't know what it's about. So it says, Mateo hides a secret so terrible it could destroy everything. Fear, like a pinball, bounces against his heart, his head, his throat, until finally setting in his gut, hard and cold. At 17, Mateo is Britain's most promising diving companion, but he is haunted by the events of a weekend that changed him forever. Faced with the most devastating choice of his life, will Mateo keep his secret and put those closest to him in danger, or will he confess and lose the girl of his dreams? One of the most powerful and tense books I've read in ages. That was quoted by Independent on Sunday. So yeah, so that's this one. Okay, so the next one I see in here. Okay, this book I'm going into blindly. It is called Pretending to be Erica, and I'm only going to read the front. It says, her whole life has been a lie. Now it's time to make it come true. And this is by Michelle Painchard. So that's that one. Okay, so the next book in this box is Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. Now, I heard that this one is very popular and was one of the top books that a lot of people read in 2016 on BookTube. I'm really surprised that this book is very short. Yeah, I thought I was expecting something bigger. I have no idea what it's about. And let's see what the front says a little bit. Okay, it says, Shannon has long been one of the smartest writers around. We know this story isn't true, but it is truth. And let's see what it says on the back. What happens after ever after? Together they walked across the property, the girl and the boy, and the dancing skeleton wrapped in rainbows. Neither of those who still possessed tissue and tongue spoke. This was the closest thing Laurel would have to a funeral. It would have been inappropriate to make light of it. They walked until they came to the place where the landscaping dropped away, replaced by tangle and weed, and the hard stretch of stony earth that had ever been farmed or claimed as anything other than wilderness. Eleanor West owned it all. Of course, her family had owned the countryside for miles around, and now that she was the last, every inch of it belonged to her. She had simply refused to sell or allow development on any of the lots surrounding her school. The local conversationalists considered her a hero. The local capitalists considered her an enemy. Some of her greatest detractors said she acted like a woman with something to hide, and they were right. In their way, she was a woman with something to protect that made her more dangerous than they could ever have suspected. Yeah, so I have no idea what this one's about, but yeah, BookTube, a lot of people put this on their favorites for top books of 2016, so yeah, so I'm going to try to read this one. So that's that one. Okay, 2 more books in here. The next one is Fell of Dark by Patrick Downs. Now, I think that this is a psychological thriller, and I'm going to read the back a little bit. It says, Advanced Praise for Fell of Dark. Here is a book built of darkness and gleam, of raw emotion and shattering poetry, of harrowing compulsions and zero compromise. Patrick Downs processes blazing, beautiful, terrifying talent. His characters walk the shadows. His language bursts like sky. And that was quoted by Beth Hephart. Now, I was wanting to see if it was poetry. It is written a little bit like poetry inside. So, yeah. It's not like a... It's kind of weird. Like, this is like nothing on the page except for like a paragraph. So, we'll see if I like this one or not. But, yeah. So, that's that one. And the last book in here is another Alex Marwood. I wanted to try his books out. And again, this is quoted by Stephen King, so I'm thinking that it is horror. The Killer Next Door. And this is Alex Marwood, and it says, author of The Wicked Girls. Is that the one I bought, Wicked Girls? No, I think I got... Yes, that was the other one I got. Wicked Girls. If you read Alex Marwood's The Wicked Girls, her new one, The Killer Next Door, is even better. Scary as hell. Great characters. And that's by Stephen King. So, yeah. And I like reading Stephen King. He's a great author. So, yeah. So, that's this one. So, I'm not going to really read the back because, yeah, I don't want to be spoiled on a thriller. So that's it. So, those are the books that I got. Here we go. Yeah, and I spent $37 on this. So, yeah, that's with the shipping. And I think I used a $5 coupon. So, that's this one. So, hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if you read any of these books, but I want to try to read the Alex Marwood. I think he sounds very interesting to read. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!